Hey, gente. Jessica Wilson here with the LA Poet Society, welcoming you to our Sweet 16 birthday party celebration, where we're presenting 16 fabulous poets from Los Angeles for 16 years of poetic resistance, hosted by Sandy Shakes at the incredible five-star bar in downtown Los Angeles. Everything's going to get started about 8:30, so stay connected, stay tuned. We're really excited to live stream this show for you. And love you all in LA. Juan and I are here all the way live in León, Guanajuato. And we just wish you all the best. And we're so proud of all of you in Los Angeles and all of our beautiful activists, artists, friends in the community. And thank you for writing and sharing your work and not being silent. So we'll be sharing some poems soon. So stay tuned, everybody. What's up, Los Angeles? Got some angel wings. We're here at El Expectario in León, Guanajuato. And I'm really excited. Going to be meeting y'all really soon here at the five-star bar in downtown LA, where my two worlds are colliding in a beautiful way. And I'm really happy. Thank you to Sandy Shakes, who's going to be hosting the show tonight. We'll get started in about 10 minutes, y'all. So don't go anywhere. Hi, Antonieta. ¿Cómo está? How are you? Oh, here comes Sandy. Our host with the most is about to enter.
Antonetta, very happy to see you.
Your phone. The phone. I'm so excited you're a part of this. I can't hear you, hermana. I'm the wrong way. Is that better? Is that better?
Okay, can you hear me?
Sandy, yes, sister.
Hi
Hola.
guys.
Hi,
Hey,
Sandy.
so we're kind of freaking out over here because there's a band playing, like a live band.
They're not supposed to start till 10.
Girl, they're literally like playing live music right now, and the venue's still like they're still open for business. Like people are just coming in, and
Go to the bar and ask for Guillermo. He
I
told
don't
me that they will be starting at 10.
no, they're playing right now, and I'm just like, I don't want to live stream, and I can't hear anything. We're not set up. Um, the table that they gave us is that round one, but we can't fit anything on there. Like we're in one corner of the bar.
Okay, let me
See your friend
oh
here.
man. Oh. Let me message Guillermo because he said that it was all good to go. And we had up until 10 o'clock. So hold
Oh,
on a second.
yeah, like the music
All right,
is.
hold on. How do I- Hold on. Sorry, hermana. How do I mute myself on here? Okay, hold on a minute.
Okay. Okay, they're walking off the stage. Now they just have the DJ on.
Oh, maybe they were practicing.
Oh, they
I
were
don't know.
probably
Maybe.
That.
But
So,
Guillermo said, he even was gonna give us from 8 to 10 o'clock. So
yeah. So, do you want me to jump on the mic? How am I supposed to jump on the mic? Like, I hold the phone towards us, or how does that work?
have somebody oh, for us, yeah. I guess have them. Sorry, I'm having the feedback from YouTube. It's crazy. So anyway, sorry. When you just everybody hey everybody inside the house and that just hold your phone up to the mic so that Juan and I can share our pieces,
Okay.
and then have somebody else hold the Zoom to just record the night, and then I'm gonna make you a co-host.
Okay. I think we're just waiting on like two more poets, but they're way down the line. And do I
Okay.
just ask the house to turn off the music when it's on, or?
That spot is all right there, and where the
Yeah, yeah.
and then the order guy right there next door.
Because it's really loud.
Yeah, you're right across the waiting. Yeah, kind of hard in downtown.
Thank you.
How do I get the delay
don't
on?
worry about the link.
Okay, let's see. I already messaged Guillermo, so we should be good now.
Okay.
I'm gonna give them like 5 minutes, and then maybe I can open and put you guys on the mic. See if they can hear you.
Because she did it with a QR code too, and it spit out the ticket, but it was blank paper, huh? Did your receipt come out blank too?
Yes, my
I think but as long as it comes out on your phone and you pay, you're legit. Yeah, because she said the ticket came out with.
Sorry, Sandy.
Hey, what's up,
Hey,
sister?
Cesar. What's up?
Sister, how are
How's
you,
it
bro?
going?
Thank you for being part of this tonight.
Of course, of course.
It's going good, brother.
We're
It's
just
going
waiting
really
right
good.
now. Sandy went to the bathroom really quick. How's it going over there in Mexico?
Okay, no worries.
What's up, Juan?
Pretty good, brother.
Going good, man. How's it going, man? Looking good, man. How you doing?
Good, bro.
How's LA?
Cannot complain, man. I'm doing all right. How's everything going?
Everything's going well, man. Everything's going forward, positive.
Hell
A
yeah.
lot of good things
I like to
happening.
hear that. Like to hear that.
Absolutely, man.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, it's really pretty here.
Hey.
We got an arbor.
Oh, people are showing up.
All right, great. I'm excited. Yeah, we had a lot of people that RSVP to join today and like watch the show.
Huh?
We had a lot of people RSVP to join and watch the event
Nice. That's cool. That's cool.
and then get their boogie on.
Yeah. Are you reading poetry today too? Nice.
How does it look on the YouTube? Like, do I keep it this angle? Or?
Are people waiting to log on right now, sister?
Antonieta's here, me and
Okay.
Sandy, but and Jim. Oh, cool. But yeah, people are gonna just be listening. Antonieta's gonna share virtually.
Oh, okay, cool. We're just waiting right here.
That's how I started. It was literally like a fifth grade assignment.
Okay, we good? Hey, Jim.
And I wrote about it, and then my mom was like,
Thanks for joining us.
good.
We're just getting things set up at the club.
She really did. So she would drag me. She would drag me to like, I'm not sure. I cannot
All right. Make sure everybody's in the. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And, right. Oh, it looks so nice over there. All the Art Deco. You got the Art Deco vibe too. I love it. Yeah. I wonder what have Antonieta here.
That is the Eastern building. That's the front entrance to the classic Deco
Oh,
Eastern building in downtown
I love
LA.
it in downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Yes. I love Art Deco.
So where are the two of you? Where are you?
We're in León, Guanajuato, Mexico. And we're at a great place, the Expatario. And yeah, and check it out. Everything's kind of decked out with the holiday.
Look at this. Oh my, you're outside. Okay. You're at some courtyard there.
Yeah, check it out.
Oh my goodness, like a church.
And please said amen.
Oh, feedback.
Some sort of a big setting there.
Yeah, that's where we're at, hanging out. Let me see if I can do it the other direction here. There you go.
One of those classic churches.
Yeah, it's pretty huge.
Very exciting.
This may be
Yeah,
my
that's where we're
first
at.
international Zoom experience.
Right on. Okay. All right, how we doing? Sandy, is the stage ready? We ready to rock? Oh, hi everybody. Oh, there's Ray. Hi, Ray. Ray. See Ray Rodriguez in the house. All right.
I played there once.
5-star bar.
There it is. There it is. Here's the
We're getting
5-star
closer.
bar.
That's the 5-star.
What I
It's
see is
now
that we are
posted.
already live because it says they're live.
Yeah, we've been live. I got it all set up. People are just bearing with us for now, but I did introduce that this is our Sweet 16 party. We ready?
I'm gonna put you guys on.
All right, sister.
Hold on.
Let's do it.
All right, ladies and gents, I'm bringing you two very special people all the way from Guanajuato, Mexico. Let's hear it for LA Poet Society.
Hey, y'all. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Am I good to go?
Yeah, they can hear you.
All right. First of all, what's up, LA Poet Society? I love y'all. Love you, LA, Los Angeles in the house. Happy Sweet 16 to the LA Poet Society. Wow, we got a good teenager on our hands, y'all. And I gotta say, I couldn't do this without you. Thank you so much, everybody, for being there tonight. We have some fierce artists virtually and in the house. So, you know, it's just an honor. I love our creative community. I love our familia. And thank you for being part of this historic milestone for us. And let's give it up for Sandy Shakes, our host. Woo, woo, woo.
Bravo.
Let's show her some love. I also want to give some love to Guillermo and the 5-star bar. Let's give him some love. Thank you for having us tonight. All right, y'all. I'm going to just get into my piece and I'm going to pass it over. My partner in crime and love and everything in between, Juan Cardenas. But first, here's the poem for y'all. And LA, stay fierce. I love you. This is called Relief in the Sun. He's East LA in the country, charting the unkept sidewalks, uneven gravel, loose, ringing his bell to a cadence in his head. 1980s Fontana era mi paletero. Our friend Mauricio, a handyman from Mexico, working our streets to help feed his familia back home. Hola, Mauricio. ¿Cómo está? Each day was a gift as he crossed by our yard, a blessing I look forward to each summer afternoon. We cared for him, for his cause, for everything we could do to help. For me, I liked the way his ice cream tasted. The best fresh, cold, big chunks of fruit inside, and my dad liked him, so I felt comfortable and trusted him. Hola, Jessica, he would say. I'd smile and then go play. Hola, Mauricio. I'll take una paleta de leche de arroz o fresa. Sometimes sandia, mostly fresa. I look forward to the cool bites of strawberry between my teeth, the way they tasted like fresh picked from a field, straight to a nice chill icebox and right into my mouth. My dad hired Mauricio to help him rebuild old cars. He'd collect más cambio and have a safe place to stay in my grandpa's camper out back. He was part of my home. I had never seen anyone work as hard as Mauricio. I'm grateful for his hands that helped relieve my father of the tireless work. He toiled day and night in the garage, in the backyard, fierros, greasy, shining in the sunlight. Paletero, paletero, come find me today. Paletero, paletero, I'm just a block away. Mauricio was our friend, mi paletero. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you. And gracias, Sandy. And I'm going to pass it over to Juan Cardenas, Associate Director of the LA Poet Society. And yes, the paleteros. All hail those paleteros. Here we go.
Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Really excited about everything that's been happening here in my life and over there still in LA. Very proud of Jessica and all the community of Los Angeles and all the writers for being together on these times and forevermore. I want to share my piece with all of y'all. This piece that I recently wrote. And I'm very happy to be there, at least in spirit. My spirit has been fragmented all over the valley and downtown LA. And I feel like I still am there in spirit. So here comes, here's this piece. Couldn't ignore your voice echoing between the walls of my skull, the fire of your screams turning my blood into hot ash, stopping my flow, the slam of your face with the imprint of tears against the concrete. Couldn't ignore the feeling of cash passing through my dirty hands, from the sweat falling from my forehead to nourish a fist crashing into my brother's face. Couldn't ignore the cold from their souls that reflected in the jail bars that kept our children's locked. Couldn't shake the trembling of my brown skin as a SUV with tinted windows passed by. Couldn't ignore or quiet down the weight of the remorse as it hung in the corners of my smiles. Couldn't ignore the work permit I had to carry to prove approval, acid burning through my wallet, penetrating my skin, scarring it with hypocrisy and shame. Couldn't see me being taken away from my children, leaving my family in debt, sleeping in a cold floor of a cell, being terrorized by walking snakes, shackles on my feet and hands. Couldn't ignore the voice from my heart, the words my spirit spoke, the courage my steps conjured to walk away from a greed dressed in comfort. Thank you, everyone. Very happy and honored to be amongst you and amongst writers. And we're still together. We're still joined by the same spirit of art and literature. And we'll definitely be together again.
That's right. Can you hear the love, Juan? Are we coming in clear?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
We miss you guys so much. Thank you for opening the mic for us.
It's our pleasure. We love you and thank you for being there. Thank you
Jessica,
for everything, y'all. LA Poet Society going strong.
I'm not going to be there. So,
Okay. We're going to go ahead and go down the roster real quick. You guys hang tight.
Jason and Kelly. Aw. Look, it's Jason and Kelly. You came back from the whatever, the crib.
Hey, Jason. Hi, brother. Hope you're doing well. I miss you.
We missed you. You guys come here for a second.
Look, it's Uncle.
Uncle Jason, they were asking about you actually. Believe it, Kelly.
Hi.
Look who it is.
Uncle Jason.
Dolly Luna, hello. Qué lindos
Oh, Antonieta's there
están.
too. Kelly, hey, we love you guys. Oh,
Oh my God, they're
thank you for being
big,
there.
grown
Yeah, they're
ups.
growing
So
kiddos.
It's definitely a family affair.
Yes, together.
Lots of love, y'all. I guess we'll hear you're watching me. Okay. Carry on.
Jessica, I was thinking if this is live and because it's the Zoom, shouldn't I read my poem instead of waiting until 9:30?
Sandy, do you want to have Anto? Well, I had you at 9:30, but Sandy, do you want to have Antonieta go up? Ray.
I don't think she can
We're gonna
hear
keep the
you.
stream up for the whole event, though. I think
We
she's
cannot
keeping the
hear
camera up
her.
there.
You don't have the microphone.
We gotta invest in a LA Port site. My phone tripod.
I think they're just setting up. Just give them a second, and then she's probably muting until they're ready to head back up there. You're muted, sis.
We cannot hear you.
I'm gonna put you guys closer to the mic.
Okay. All the way along.
Oh God, it's gonna go. It's gonna do it. Can you guys see the stage okay? Wait, wait.
We can see the stage.
All right.
Okay, mic check. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna liven it up. It's gonna come back to en vivo. Thank you everybody for being here. We are gonna have our first in-person poet, a very special person that we had the pleasure of working with at our journey with our Poet Society. His name is Ray Rodriguez. He's a writer, advocate, and attorney. He lives in Pasadena, currently working on a novel set in Mexico and a poetry book inspired by a prominent nonprofit in East LA. Let's hear for Ito. He's a second year fiction writing MFA student at the Institute of American Indian Arts. His poetry is published in Visachin. It's very dark in here. Okay. His other interviews and book reviews can be found at La Bloga, Chapter Houses, Storyteller Corner, Full Stop, Periodic Magazine, and Los Angeles Review. I'm sorry. He is a graduate of Cornell, UC, Princeton, and UC Berkeley Law School.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys coming on for some watch. This is great. I love it. Okay. So I'm writing a poetry book that's supporting the women who founded Proyecto Pastoral in Oil Heights. It's the incubator of Hobo Industries. Okay. My poem is called Restorative Justice. If you knew who killed your son or your brother, would you forgive them? If you ran into these killers on the street day after day, would you walk right by? The police have tried to arrest them, but no one wants to be a witness. If you saw them eating cereal and you knew they were serial killers, how would you go on? There would be a duel in your heart between enemies of bitterness and hate. Would you let it alter your soul, or would you pray at the altar for peace? Rita went through a phase when she hated the killer. She wanted him dead. It did not faze her to go to prison. Her mom showed her another way, a better way. She forgave this boy with a gun. There was enough hate in the world. What good did it do to hate? More death, more bloodshed, enough killing, more love, said the mom. Rita didn't understand. How could a mom forgive her son's killer? He was her brother. He deserved justice. Where was justice and forgiveness? Maybe love was bigger than the justice that she cried for. Maybe payback wasn't equal to her pain. Maybe more understanding and grace were the answer. Maybe love would mend her heart so she could breathe again. Maybe save another life. If a mom could forgive her son's killer, maybe she could too.
Bravo.
One more and then we'll get the next one. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys listening. It's called El Sofá. Maribel's brown eyes opened as only a child's can as she entered the two-story house. She was being welcomed into a mansion in her 4-year-old eyes to pick up a sofa. The house was a simple house in a simple neighborhood, at least through the eyes of an adult. The sofa meant little to the family. It had been in the house for years. It had seen all the family had lived. Parties to celebrate birthdays, parties to celebrate Christmases, parties to say goodbye to old friends. But the father never liked it. He didn't like the color. He thought it was too hard and uncomfortable. But in the eyes of Maribel, it was a place to dream. It was a place to play and feel safe. It was everything. Her apartment had few chairs to sit on. Many times, gente sat on the floor. Life in Boyle Heights is not easy. Armed men cosplaying ICE agents threatening barrios. At the wrong page. I'm sorry. I have to read that one later. But I'll just finish with this one. It's called New Eyes. Walking down Mission Street in Boyle Heights, I found a pair of sunglasses lying on the ground. They were cool, sleek, and inviting. I put them on to see if they might change my look. I realized that the lenses were tinted and let me see the world with new eyes. They got me thinking, what if they let me see things through God's eyes? Not the guy that folks sometimes picture, a God of fire and brimstone, or a God who judges us for all the things we've done wrong, or a God that we believe to cure us, or to build us, or to win a football game. but instead one that walks with us as we journey on this rock, loves us for who we are, teaches us that life is not good or bad, but a gift in which our purpose is to seek beauty in ourselves and those around us. What would that world look like? I started to look around and I saw a 60-year-old woman finding shelter after being without a home. A place called Proyecto Pastoral had opened its heart, enough to know that these women had much to offer. Wisdom, poetry, love from a long life lived. This got me smiling. Then I saw a group of kids studying after school, teachers helping them with their homework in a reciprocal way, teachers teaching students, students teaching teachers, but learning sometimes something unexpected. This got the smile getting bigger as darkness descends on the night. Kids on the street are coming out, throwing signs and tagging in enemy territory. Some are preparing for their funeral instead of their graduation or wedding. One priest on a bike keeping the peace, finding beauty in each soul on the street. He risked getting shot at, and still he persisted, saving lives and providing jobs for the future. A bakery for homeboys came to be. So many wanted them locked up and thrown away. Instead, they baked bread. Others worked at a silk-screen shop, making t-shirts. Rivals now seeing each other as brothers. The businesses grew into homeboy industries, where the formerly incarcerated received love and care. They address their pain and transform it into love. Not always the first time. Sometimes it takes a couple of times to stick, but now thousands have been served. Gang tattoos removed, pain acknowledged, families created, sight through a different context. Thank you very much.
Bravo.
Thank you so much, Ray. That was beautiful. Okay, up next we have, and let me finish his bio. Jacob Duran. Jacob Duran is a proud second-generation Chicano living in the San Gabriel Valley. First 3 short stories were published in an online literary journal called Somos Escrito, No People. He's a Push Prize nominee for his No Soy Cholo. He has also done amazing things and currently is being published by Daxon. Give it up for Daxon, where he continues to share his newly published book. In addition, Jacob is a college professor. Excuse me. Teaching composition at several departments and colleges that include Indigenous and Chicano literature. That's right. Let's bring up a big round of applause for Jacob Duran.
Muchas gracias. Buenas noches. Híjole, how's everybody doing? All right. Well, I'm honored to be here. Especially celebrating 16 years, 16 poets. Of course, we have a lot of other people here that are also just being good company. I'm honored to be here. My first poem I have for you guys is called People Like Me. So here goes nothing. Not everyone in the barrio is a cholo. Skaters, taggers, rockers, boosters, people like me. We share the streets, sometimes even clash amongst ourselves, proving who is hard. Machismo shit, sometimes necessary, most times not. Other times, not worth the nails to the stomach or a bullet to the temple. People like me. Some find salvation in church, others don't believe in anything, not even themselves. Some find their religion in a dub bag of scantes and a burnt cookie. People like me. Some get jumped in the hood with consent, others without. Some of them embrace the gangbang life. You regret it and look for a way out. The new locals look for the enemigas, pull a trigger to those that look like people like me. But all that gloom and gloom shit doesn't always play out in the hood. Some of us actually make it out. Actually, a lot of us do. People like me. Many of us become profes, go on to inspire students, changing stereotypes and making dreams a reality. People like me. Some of us become writers and poets, spit lyrical colors that only our souls can taste and feel through. Creating poetry that makes even our ancestors proud. People like me. So you see, even though some of us become products of our environment and sometimes fit the stereotypes, we are more than just a minority. We are the future for those that are not born yet. We are the voice for those that cannot speak. We are the people of the body. And people like me ain't going anywhere. Thank you.
Bravo.
Just got one more poem from my book, and I'm gonna have that out real quick. It is called, and thank you guys for the wonderful energy. This one is called Brown Consciences, and I have it right here. We are taught to hate our dark skin, assimilate to white culture, fooled to believe that our ancestors were brutish savages. But who came and invaded this land and stole, killed, raped, and pillaged? Depending on who is telling the story determines it. For far too long, we have not been able to speak, manipulated, beaten, killed, raped, massacred, but our people are still here, resilient. This conquest was designed to destroy our cultura as well, but we still dance, we still sing, we still write, and share our stories. As much as the colonizer spirit lives within many, they will continue to see that design successfully through if we let it. They saw and called the night of sorrows from their defeat, their made-up truth. They attempted to write off their disgusting atrocities. We know it as the victorious night de los Mexicas. And we also know our ancestors did not lose through militaristic might. The disease those European savages brought are what helped them win. And just like today, symbolically, the colonized disease still sickens our people. However, more of us are becoming empowered, emboldened by the spirit of the victorious night de los Mexicans. We are reclaiming our identity, that which gives us power, awakened by that very realized power within us. And now that we have that power, I will not stay silent. We now speak, scream of the pain from our past and present, share the silenced voices of our ancestors. Join me in awakening the spirit within us, as there is much work to do. Pain and injustice embedded in our memories, passed down from our mothers and fathers, generational trauma continues until we wake up, until we heal. But we don't have to awake by force or abrupt. Feel the spirit of our ancestors within us as we regain consciousness from the colonized slumber. The natural remedy to aid our souls from toxins of the white capitalist system that plagues us. Recognize that our people have accomplished and left so much for us. Remember that our ancestral philosophy and the way of life was natural and empowering for us as well. Little by little, we can then finally start to heal. The sleeping giant is slowly awakening. Not the giant of assimilation that we thought for so long, the giant pride of our ancestors that has been here all along. Thank you.
Bravo.
Talent, and she is amazing. Her bio is perfect and short. I love it. La poeta Violeta, a literary badass. She has been spinning poetry since she was 80 and making a fierce impact. Intergender right to the lead. I cannot speak. La poeta, please help me out. Come over here.
Hello, everybody. How are we doing?
Brava.
Yeah, my name is Violeta. I go by La Poeta Violeta. I've been performing creation 10 and so on. But now I get to spend my time in community college, which I love, and spend my time around professors who are amazing and keep writing. So I have a little topic here, but I'm going to start with a memorized piece. that kind of started me off. Others, kids do it all the time without being told. They call Los Angeles a sanctuary city. But one day, there was a large knock on my door, and it stopped me. It shook our tiny studio apartment. There they were, 5 or 6 policemen, green vests, letters ICE stitched across their backs. ICE, Immigration and Custom Enforcement. La Mira, guns, an unmarked black car just like the movies. At the door, they asked for someone else, a different guy with a different name. We don't know him. He doesn't live here, we say. Man, can you let us confirm this? They asked in their serious voice. My mom and I held hands, crying in the middle of the street. I never knew how long and deep my street was until this day. At school, you're scared. My friends and I live in fear. How can we learn common core when the core of our hearts are breaking? I cannot imagine my life without him. He is my stepfather. I call him the. To me, he is el chavo del ocho, el loco, el gordito, el Beethoven, el que se cree muy, tú sabes. But now he is known as 82057-12204. A stands for alien, belonging to a foreign country or neighborhood, an illegal alien. He was taken away early that morning for an unpaid parking ticket from 2006. No time left. We did not say goodbye. I held back the tears all day and I faced. Now, when I visit him, he wears a lime green jumper. My hand is small and his is big. The glass is pulled between our hands. When families are torn apart by borders and laws, it hurts. When you take our people away, it hurts. I have a question for you, Mr. President. Una pregunta. In addition to corn, dairy, labor, and música, why can't we start push for education, love, compassion, solutions, educación, amor, soluciones, like a plus sign that adds to, instead of a division line, complicated and long? Why can't you go to the line of love? Thank you. Yeah, I had a lot of, I was gonna say fun writing that one, but it was healing. It was very healing poem to write at a very young age. But that set the stone for the kind of writing and the kind of poetry that I ended up loving and enjoying, and writers and authors that I ended up picking up along the way. And another one that I really love isn't a poem of my own, but it's I walk into every room and yell where the Mexicans at by Jose Olivares. I know we exist because of what we make. My dad works at a steel mill. He worked at a steel mill my whole life. At the party, the liberal white woman tells me she voted for Hillary and wishes Bernie won the nomination. I stare in the mirror if I get too lonely, thirsty to see myself. I once walked into the lake until I almost drowned. The white woman at the party, who might be a liberal but might have voted for Trump, smiles when she says how lucky I am. How many automotive components do you think my dad has made? You might drive a car that goes and stops because of something my dad made. When I watch the news, I hear my name, but I never see my face. Every other commercial is for Taco Bell. All my people fold into a $2 Crunch Wrap Supreme. The white woman means lucky to be here and not in Mexico. My dad sings Por tu maldito amor, and I'm sure he sings to America. Y yo caí en tu trampa ilusionada. The white woman at the party, who may or may not have voted for Trump, tells me she doesn't meet too many Mexicans in this part of New York City. My mouth makes an O, but I don't make a sound. A waiter pushes his brown self through the kitchen door, carrying hors d'oeuvres. A song escapes through the swinging doors. Selena sings, Pero ay como me duele. And the good white woman waits for me to thank her. closing out with this lipstick poem. I think there's a lot of power in wearing lipstick. No matter who you are, no matter how you identify, there's a lot of power in what you wear and what you adorn yourself with. And I learned that at a very young age as well. So here this goes. He tells me that my lips are a lost man's target. Yo no me dejo de nadie, I tell him. My lips are limited edition, more than a comfort cry for any man. Here is my middle finger to gaze upon. Signature gold hoops and red lipstick, a mí me valen. If the deep crimson blood of my ancestors is too dark, know that it was never too dark for Frida Kahlo, Selena Quintanilla, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Be careful of the power of the color red. Death, honor, war. Hay un rojo para todo. In ancient times, a queen adorned her lips red. My shade is corazón milagros. Como la flor, I own it. The streets become a runway of petals beneath my feet. Step too hard and you'll feel my thorns. Find comfort in your petals, I mean your skin. Regardless of what you wear, you will always be a target to sick men. Reach out to the sun anyway. Warm your wings and take flight for the red moon. Keep fighting in your favorite shade of La Liberación. Good night.
No se oye.
He is the resident at Good Press and also the host and founder of Obsidian Tongues Open Mic in Pomona, California. He is also a former poet laureate for the city of Pomona, always a poet laureate for the city of Pomona.
No se oye.
Give yourselves a round of applause. I got a poem I'm gonna read in some Spanish. But before that, it is an anti-poem that I want to dedicate to a homie of mine named Oaks Brown that I met. And he used to tell me that when we do poetry, it's all good. But poetry is like a very academic thing. It's a very kept thing. There's a lot of people that they don't want us to do poetry. So this is dedicated to the homie poet. Después del trabajo, las manos no escriben. La mente está cansada, pero a la poesía le vale madre. No espera a los poetas muertos ni lentos. Se esconde en las taquerías, en las celdas de detención, en la bulla de la noche, en el humo de la marihuana, de los que buscan más que un día de trabajo. Poesía, no te mires, te escondes en el olor de mierda que huele como los mejores, los más bellos pueblos del mundo. Poesía, no esperas a los poetas, ni les tienes lástima. Te ríes en las paredes, en el concreto, en los nombres de los que ya no están. Poesía, te quiero, aunque no quieras a nadie. Cómo me encanta ser otro más, otro muerto,
otro cansado, otra oportunidad que te vayas, que te escondas con los invisibles, los que más te necesitan, pero no nos pelan, los más talentosos. Poesía, háblanos, nos robas nuestras palabras de nuestros ojos rotos. No quieres que estemos en la misma mesa, que te miremos, pero somos mejores que tus poetas estudiados. Poesía, eres una chucha de alta sociedad, sin vergüenza. Te miro, te quiero, te odio, en cada línea, en cada golpe. Me tienes encadenado en el psicó de la literatura, que solo viven los muertos. Thank you.
He is the author of Little Black Poetry Book and Wood Style.
Hello?
You should.
One of my really day lives in the turn was interesting. 2 days ago, like 5 a.m. It was like, damn. And I'm back to sleep. Yeah. So this is please stop feeding the children bombs. Please stop feeding the children bombs. It seems that the state think it's the cheapest option. Famished children so desperate that if you dangle anything from the sky long enough, their little hands will reach out in gratitude. But I have found that bombs are not as heavy in their bellies as you may have thought. I think it's better that we feed them anything else, say rotten vegetables. They might not be as accepting at first, but surely they will come around to the bitter root taste, the nauseating green hues, the unsettling textures, the weird sounding names. It may take some convincing, but I'm sure the kiddos will eventually begin to enjoy it. How about we feed them breadcrumbs, not focus on sweeping as much? We can devour our sweets in front of their longing eyes and promise that enough will eventually trickle down. A real have our bread and eat it too scenario, watch them crawl around for droplets from our mouths, licking dust mites and wood chips for nutrients, create a rat race of sorts. Matter of fact, let's be some government cheap. I've heard it's a non-perishable. I've heard dairy makes babies grow up to be big and strong. I've heard there's not enough lactose in the cheese for the intolerance of a starving stomach, so all of them will eat it and not complain. There will be no need for oat or soy or almond alternatives. The government will do just fine with what they provide for once. We should feed them expired fries. Contrary to popular belief, the wasting of Happy Meals and 4 for 4s at the end of each day might be slightly more palatable than the funneling of drive-through funds to Lockheed Martin, albeit only ever so slightly. Feed them pig intestines and horse hooves and alligator tongue and sheep's brain. All the parts of the meat that you eat that make you squirm might make a child's eyes sparkle with joy, might make them grateful for a chicken wing every once in a while, might teach them how to be resourceful with scraps that every forgotten people has once been forced to learn. Feed them fruit seeds and let the trees grow in their bellies as seeds tend to do to kids. Feed them sugar clouds and call it cotton candy. I swear they will not be able to taste the difference. Feed them dog cloud or table scraps. Feed them dirt for all I care. Just please stop feeding them bones. I do not think that it makes their bones grow strong or their hair shiny or is a good source of vitamin C at all, and it costs too much to deliver to them anyways. I think the bombs are their least favorite meal ever, actually. So please, stop making them eat it. My appetite drops every time I hear another one has been served. Thank you. I could do another new shit or actually, yeah, I'm gonna give you guys an option. Do you guys want to hear about my beef with churches being all over the hood, or do you guys want to hear about me burning down a McDonald's? McDonald's? Okay. Yeah, this is my book, Little Black Poetry book from the World Stage Press. I know a lot of World Stage Presses are in here, so I love you guys. This poem is called Simply Wholesome. It's in honor of a Black-owned, like Trader Joe's, that's older than Trader Joe's and better and Black, so double better. Yeah. Oh, you really can't see me. Okay.
Flashlight love would be appreciated. Definitely.
I'm going to burn down the nearest McDonald's. There are 13,837 McDonald's in the United States alone. That is more than all of the Trader Joe's and Costco's combined. California has over 1,000 of them, and 14 of those are within a 5-mile radius of my own home. I passed 7 of them in order to get to the closest route, and I am sick of the mass marketing. Turning corners to hear ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I hate it. I would just like to go to a place where I don't have to question if the lettuce is a real vegetable. You see, I'm going to burn down the nearest McDonald's because there is no reason why we can find a drive-thru before a grocery store. Before we know it, Roush will be replaced with McRibs and Big Macs. No more food for less. The only option is fast and bake. They sell boxes of crap for $2 and call it dinner. So yeah, I'm going to burn down the nearest McDonald's and the next closest one because they're always right across the street from each other. You see, I live in a place where folks can't afford fast food. Fresh food and fast don't give a fuck, so they'll give them kids meals for just a few bucks with all 5 food groups to grow up nice and strong. You got pink slime, stale French fries, Coca-Cola, mixed slurries, and salt with malpractice malnutrition. My people won't even be able to fight a fair battle because we are already losing to heart attacks, high cholesterol, high blood sugar, diabetes, stroke. So I will be the one to start the war. I will send over salted sugar frozen lime cooked French fries fleeing into the air. I will launch McNugget mystery meat into Ronald McDonald's face and pour a large fountain drink down the street to wash out my tracks and see block by block. I will cleanse us of forever broken ice cream machines and super size servers. I will burn down all 13,837 McDonald's and counting. And I will replace each and every one of them with a Simply Wholesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, you're amazing. You wanna hold it? Just send you here. Put it on deck. These are beautiful presents to this room, whether it's this here. No? No, she glows. I was talking. Okay. Well, maybe if she makes it, we'll get back to her. But right now, it is my honor to introduce a gentleman that we have run the streets together, and he's kind of my crime partner, editor of my book, all around badass Chicano Renaissance man. And all he told me that he wanted to say is, he is a vato from Linwood. All right.
There are no retirement plans for undocumented workers. There's no 401k or holiday pay. In fact, there is no holiday except for Labor Day. That is every day. There are no sick days for undocumented workers. There is no maternity leave. There are no bonuses or Christmas parties. There are no raises, no promotions, no room to grow. There are no resumes or letters of recommendation. There are no benefits. There are no dental or medical incentives. There's no job security, only occupational hazards. You never know when they will let you go. You never know when they will fire you or retire you. There are no benefits for undocumented workers, only cheap labor. Who's doing who a favor? Employers become enslavers when a worker can't get his papers. One injury at work can mean early retirement. Ain't no workers' compensation when your occupation is like a daredevil. There's a risk of deportation. And every job application with personal information seems like evidence for self-incrimination. What's your immigration status? Unbalanced. When all you know is Spanish and English language fragments. When you get treated according to your accent. There's no affirmative action, no incentive for the undocumented. You can work 30 years in the same place and never get a damn raise. Because that's how much the job pays to the Juans and Jose's, not the Johns and the Josephs. They pay rate ain't the same for Moises or for Moses. The American machine is fueled by modern day braceros, housed in the ranchos and the ghettos, broken down abuelas and abuelos, because there are no retirement plans. All you get is rheumatoid arthritis hands, bad backs and heart attacks, no callbacks or cul-de-sacs. There are no retirement plans for undocumented workers. So if you get injured at work, you're pretty much done. Illegal immigration ain't illegal when you're getting them to work for peanuts. And now nobody wanna say shit. They know it's wrong and go along with the song, the silent witness. There are no retirement plans for undocumented workers. And why do I care? Because that's my gente, my vecino, my pariente. They do all the fucked up jobs, they pay some bullshit wage, yet they never complain or say shit. And this is the motherfucking things they get. It was okay when they were cleaning your yard or when they were serving you Mexican food or when they were picking your produce or cleaning your house and taking care of your kid or fixing your food, doing a good job, better than you. And everybody turns their back down. But you see, that's my people, so I can't let it back down. It would be wise for America to think ahead instead because you will require our services again. There are no retirement plans for undocumented workers. The question is, if they're undocumented, who is their employer? Because if their work is in demand, then I demand there be a plan. Otherwise, part of the blame would fall on the employers. But why point fingers at those who employ us or exploit us? Either way, it would benefit everyone to have a plan because there is no plan for undocumented workers. Thank you.
Okay. Can I let me do an intro. Consuelo is an artist student and push hard private nominee. Spiritual relation and donation Consuelo.
Library card history. I was just it's not sweet. Thank you for having me. How are y'all? I just work with writers notes called and 2 copies left, and they could be yours for just a small price of $15. Oh, $15. Can't afford to buy it. Yeah, you're not gonna find that cheap anywhere else except from me. So I'm gonna read a poem here. And I think I have memorized some good tobacco. But before I do read it, I do have to ask for my own safety. Is anybody here vegan?
No.
Thank fucking God. Okay, cool. So this poem is called "Fucking Vegans Are Trying to Kill Me." Thursday delusions fill my lungs with the cock of a false god and promises of salvation. But if the flesh shall prefer condemnation, would rather joy pissing out the flames of hell, then who are these fucking sodomites to say that I love the love of the Lord? I find myself here checked into the psych ward, shoving in rabbit food. I pray the malnutrition ends. They starve my brothers, they starve my sisters. Call it fasting, they said. It makes the pain worsen. And when I scream into polyester, my mind begins to wonder, do these fucking vegans want to kill me? Truthfully, they might. Now, while the food could be worse and the company doesn't hurt, I must actually admit it is the preachers who will drive me to Ragnum. I cry out to Selene, high priestess sanity. I criticize Cathagoni, false prophet, false god. Delusions are his film. Doctor. The ringmaster of mathematics and a number in his sight, so I count the minutes and instruction for the pleasure of the children of God not see that they carved out my veins with needles and tongues. I pray they find Mary, the peace of all things. Maybe I'll get out. Maybe I'll get hooked. Maybe I'll get better. Maybe I'll off myself. I will not. What the future holds, time is fickle. Time is frugal. We stand on that divided land. These fucking vegans trying to kill me.
No.
I'm gonna read some, but I had a conversation with some political folks over there. And it starts off with a quote from the prophet, Jennifer Lopez. And it's called What Jesus. And in J-Lo's rally cry, memories still in us stir through the daydreams of Pochas. Our hands, these white tongues, they refuse to let go. They're all we have. Pochas, pochos, poches, angle your tongues to heaven and demand the fruit of divinity dream of Monterrey from Montgomery Bay. Yo también lo sabo. Why Spain sounds so good. Bailando en éxtasis sin quinces in the Inland Empire. I see you in summer, don't hate your home, love her enough to hurl your fortitious down 3rd Street and baseline, holy tongues, a wonder you turn to water wheels so our minds may flow. I praise our fortisness. I thank God for the blends contained between the tongues of our mouths. Our fortisness are precious. Where can you see? All right, thank you. I have a good one, Sven.
Okay, cool. Ready now, tap, ready now, tap. If somebody 10 minutes, I'm gonna hit you with the broom. All right. Next up, a very special friend, amazing poet, probably wrote about 57 books. His name is Jeffrey Martin. He's the author of 13 books and a contributor to 7 poetry anthologies. His first book, Weapon of Choice, won Best Book of Poetry in the 2008 New Jersey Beach Book Festival. Several of his books have received honorable mention in various book contests, and he's also working on amazing projects and a lot of really rad poet interviews. I hope to be one of them. So give it up for Jeffrey Martin.
Hey, everybody. I had a chance about 5 years ago to interview. I had this dream to interview Long Form. So about 5 years ago, it came to fruition. And I sat down and interviewed him. And I said, and the reason I gave him the interview was I said, Mr. Tony, I want to interview you. And then based on that interview, I want to create a book of poetry. He was like, wow, nobody's ever done that before. So we sat down and talked. And when I went home, he was in Arizona by that time. So by the time I went home, I would email him every single poem. And after a while, he got sick of my poems going back and forth. You know, so he said, I trust you. I love your poetry. You're gifted. Just do what you have to do. And so when I thought about what I was going to present tonight, let me read something out of this book from Noam Johnson, based on our conversation. And then I was reading, I've never really gotten, I don't know for the other poets in here, I've never gotten emotional reading my own stuff. Maybe you have, but I have. But tonight, as I'm preparing, because I get nervous. I'm not nervous to come up here. Waiting out there to come up here, and I get nervous. So when I'm at home, I go over. And so I'm reading this one poem, and all of a sudden I get emotional. It's called Countless. And what countless means is we know the Marcus Garvey's and the Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Cesar Chavez, the Lord, because we know those names. But I was thinking about all the millions of people who have died protecting their little girls, protecting their boys, protecting their wives, protecting their husbands, millions around the world. And so when I started reading this, I got emotional because I started thinking about those people that I'll never know, that we will never know. And we're able to walk and talk the way we do because those people sacrificed. And they don't have a name in history, you know, so this is called Countless. And I was interviewing poets for a documentary. So any poets that want to be interviewed, I'd love to interview. But I interviewed, and I was up in Canada, and I heard this poet say something about his poetry. He said, I wanted to take every word, and every word that I put out there, I wanted to hit something. So with this poem, I hope every word that I put out there hits something. It's called Countless. Who will speak for them or write books in a language of their race? Who shall mourn the millions gone, lost in the fire and blaze, subject to cruel kings and psychopathic priests? Who shall mark countless graves or even remember their names? Will their rags ever be traded for silk? It's hard to see. Shall the noose, the guillotine, the stone, the burning altar forever be tied to their short, quiet existence? Where shall their dimes? Where shall their dimes? Thank you.
That's right.
Can I start over?
Go ahead.
Now, who will speak to them or write books in the language of their making? Who shall mourn the millions gone lost of the fire and blade, subject to cruel kings and psychopathic priests? Who shall mark the countless graves or even remember their names? Will their rags ever be traded for silk? Shall the noose, the guillotine, the stone, the burning altar forever be tied to their short, quiet existence? Where shall they die? Developing strength enough to write dark truth? And what books will line your library, instructing generations to make noise that incites thought? How shall they be sacrificed as a testimony of faith and truth? When shall their broken backs stand straight and long enough to hear the rumbling of their sword? And lastly, when shall they be the victors in their contributions? Spoilers. So, it's called the energy. It's dedicated to all poets, all of creative people, period. It's called the energy. First, it chooses us. Then it sits bedside and conjures up how we shall be used as we speak. It does not rest, yet we give it storage units like heaven, universe, this. And because we run towards silence at times, it is our assumption that it too deserves such an appraisal. It does not, but we hear not, and thus continue trying to name, channel, and sort it. We find it in our music, our dance, our passions, our lovemaking, our prayers, our poetry, our courage, our sadness, our laughter, our smiles, our tears. In every act that accompanies it, it is seamless, unbroken, carried along by every voice seeking a closer walk with me. In every tear falling from eyes witnessed too much. It plays in the womb, massages the heart, forces through veins, pushes magnificent plants upward, whistles just beneath the wings of the cloud, knows every ripple of the sea, pushes and pulls just enough to maintain order. But first, it chooses, then sits bedside and ponders of how we shall be used. This seat. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna need the wire for the mic for this one. Estoy enana. My sound man, I have somebody coming in from the Zoom. Can I get a wire on this thing? Okay, I'll go ahead and introduce her. This poet is really a force, and if you haven't been witness to her energy, then that sucks for you. You really need to check her out. Her name is Gloria Antonieta Villamil Orrego. Was born in Colombia in 1962. She's a bilingual poet and International Society of Latin Authors. She is known for her poetic style called Canto Leo, amazing voice, in which she reads and sings with the mixture of voices she offers across border and intercultural poetic experience in both her writing and her theatrical performances. I'm getting some feedback from the Zoom, so we're gonna try to connect with you.
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, you're ready.
You're right.
Okay.
Okay, let's hear it.
Llorona to a heroic act of protest, the self-immolation of U.S. military officer Aaron Bushnell on February 28, 2024, in front of the Israeli embassy in Washington. I do not want to be an accomplice, Llorona, of a genocide in Gaza. I shout from the fire in protest, weeping woman, of my body burning in flames. Stop the genocide, Llorona. Tells us his divine sacrifice. An Air Force pilot, Llorona, a man of honor and law. Stop the genocide, Llorona, against women and children, defenseless people of Palestine. A heroic soldier tells us. Aaron Bushnell, Llorona, Aaron Bushnell. May Santa Muerte be light to you, Aaron Bushnell. Llorona a heroico acto de protesta, la autoinmolación del militar estadounidense Aaron Bushnell el 28 de febrero de 2024 frente a la Embajada de Israel en Washington. Yo no quiero ser cómplice, Llorona, de un genocidio en Gaza. Grito desde el fuego en protesta, Llorona, de mi cuerpo ardiendo en llamas. Paren el genocidio, Llorona, nos dice su divino sacrificio. Un piloto de la Fuerza Aérea, Llorona, un hombre de honor y ley. Alto al genocidio llorona contra niños y mujeres. Pueblo de Palestina indefenso, nos dice un soldado heroico. Aaron Bushnell, llorona, Aaron Bushnell, Aaron Bushnell, la Santa Muerte te sea leve, Aaron Bushnell. Thank you. Song for the worker woman. It is happening right now in my heart, in my mind, on a city street of every country. I need to take that the re-evolution is not here because conformity is sitting this big potato ass on a couch of mislead me tales. We, the outraged 99%, must push all at once with all power from the ground up and need to dig that we are the base. Here, I break the screen before the system implodes a replay in my face. Here, I exercise the muscle of rights before they become flaccid. Then I need to digest that I protest. Yes, because the nipple finds its way to the needy mouth while I watch what kind of lollipop I get to shut me up. Administer like Prozac, the revolution is bipolar, sold to people as genetically altered mad cow with scorpion genes, and beware, smells like mass destruction. Re-evolution is at home, teaching children another way, teaching that public woman means leader, not prostitute, as it is written in the dictionary of men. And while we grasp that, take this, organized women of the world will close the legs, not to give war, more kids still attached to placentas as body bags. These are weapons charged with future. Take these words to heart. The revolution is a planet of hungry widows with no work, homeless women and children concentrated onto cages with a future against all common sense. And what is for breakfast and dinner is next war until the next war until the next war of middle poor against made poor against deprived, while the 1% predator unkind breaks a richer laugh unless we cultivate, organize the re-evolution to bring further the power evolution.
Re-evolution.
Sandy, you're muted.
She's now published her first full-length collection. She confuses lovers, video, and poems. Her book of poetry won a 2025 International Impact Award. She was the winner of the first ever CLI Alumni of the Year Award in 2024. Gia is most Sorry. Okay, here we go.
From this room because the band is right on the heels. Got 2 more poets out of it.
Hello, everyone.
You can highlight
So, it's gonna write page, but it was gonna take too long. So all I did was revert back to my cheerleading days. So L for location, duh. A angels, obviously.
Awesome. I'm
P,
excited to hear you.
poet. You know who you are, and if you don't, you'll write about it. S, society, get your shit together. So that's my LA Poet Society intro. Thank you, Jessica.
And then me.
Then the theme is candles, and I'm going to put back the candles. That's kind of more of a memory. So here we go. With one candle. I'm volunteering in my daughter's first grade class, assigned to march into the church for the Christmas choral presentation. A task not as easy as it sounds, with 25 kids wearing fancy clothes, new too-tight shiny shoes, red velvet bows, clothing that strands of hair. Delivered safely, tears cool and flow as angels with new too-tight shiny shoes and red velvet bows, pulling at strands of hair. Sing. Your candle with mine radiates and shines. Each child lights their candle, and the next, and the next, and next, next, till the church is ablaze and light, till the final note. Lost sight. Thank you. Thanks, Carl.
Right. Bring up to the mic is your host, Chi-Town birth, Loyal Heights, raised, married to her family. She's a poet, she's a host, she's a writer, she's a professional smile ender, she's a single super mama, skin therapist, and forever adult vibe. Follow her on Instagram at Sandy Shakes the Mic. Give it up for Sandy Shakes.
Woo, 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 Sandy.
From penetration and goosebumps on its skin. Brown ducks will the freedom to shake their tail feathers in fresh water and free Palestine is home. I mean, water that is fresh and land where no more seas are drenched in red. Step 2. If you see a brown duck pecking at an empty bag of maize, make sure you stop and ask what kind of grains they prefer. And do they remember the smell of their native soil when they were nourished with real growth? Brown ducks nourished where they can still feel the flavors of their beloved home. Step 3. If you hear a brown duck quacking loudly at you, let the brown sing in the tongue that their dreams are painted in. You know, so remember, to the favorite recipes will agree to take a around maybe the most important step, step 5. If you see a brown dog on the sidewalk with their 4 little ducks behind them, you instantly and without question protect. Run. Trail of Brown's life, a new Brown dynasty dedicated to a founder, poet, father, and one down up. Que viva Guanajuato, y que se proteja. Y dice, anda. Hard, y'all. I love that. Code switch, fire from corazón. Right. Into production, you have no right to remain silent. Edie's come and bless us with the money.
All right, so good to be here. I love LA Poet Society. I think I met them when they were 1 year old, so I know that. Little baby. This is a little preview. My next book is going to come out. It's already out for pre-order, and it's called Paint the White House Red. Send it to what's his face over there. It's called La Casa Está Vacía. Empty house, vacant road, dark hallways, shadow corners, velvet curtains that whisper. Empty man, forgotten decorations, fake tiles and smiles, stained wallpaper. Stripped floors, faraway foyers of foreign policy, checkered ballroom, bossy gown, dirty flag, dusty bedroom where no one speaks. The place of haunted hope. There is no future here. Thieves inside the Oval Office, they left the door open and corruption was in. They opened a window to the night, engulfed in bloodlust money, burst the economy with warplay, another actor as president, other Republican without his consent, a puppet politician we can all pretend to elect. Oh, but the illusion is so IMAX. This time it comes with surround sound and a soundtrack. Just listen. It's playing on repeat. Dressed in Technicolor, crimson, primer, sky, a true boy, the picket fence is falling down, flailing in the winds of change, rearrange the furniture, the cows are coming home, they are dead, the cherry pie is filled with BS, and you pay for a slice, and you sit on the front porch waiting for something or someone to save you. If you paint the White House red, then all the dead will come. They will knock. They will make an appearance.
Hey, can we get a group picture, you think?
He froze.
Oh. Oh, there you are. So, Sandy. Okay, everybody. I guess that's a wrap. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and being with us today. Happy birthday, LA Poet Society. Happy birthday, LA Poet Society. To 16,000 more years in the future. And then some. It wouldn't be Poet Society without everybody here. So I appreciate y'all and have a good night, everybody. Good night.
And congratulations.
Thank you for hanging out with us and listening. We appreciate you. And we'll catch you next event. We have a few open mics coming up, one in Eagle Rock, first Fridays. And we also have our last Saturday of the month show over in Lincoln Heights. And next year we're going to be starting some Zoom open mics so that we can participate more also with y'all. But I think that'd be great to continue and continue our visibility and access to our event.
And the
Thank you
Melrose
again.
Trading Post.
Yes, every Sunday. That's still going on. Catch our poets, and if you want to get in the lineup again, we can get you set up for next month.
It was
Alrighty.
fun and creative.
Yeah, it was.
It was nice seeing you, Jim. I hope you're well.
Yeah, Juan, so
And I
good
hope
to see you.
around.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's good to be together again.
Hear everyone.
Absolutely. Hey, Antonietta, great work. Thank you again. We'll see you soon.
Bye, Antonieta. It was nice seeing you. We'll talk. We'll chat.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, Jim.
Hasta luego. Bye, Scotty.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.